Why play Nami Support? Well, she is a very strong laner. She brings great sustain, she has great engage and disengage, and she can speed up her entire team. However, she is squishy, especially if CC'd, and she is reliant on skill shots, so she can struggle against high mobility. Nami's passive is her abilities grant bonus movement speed to ally champions hit, and the movement speed bonus is doubled when allies are hit by her ultimate. Nami's Q is a circular skill shot which deals magic damage to and suspends enemies in the air. Nami's W is a point-and-click ability which can be used on a friendly champion or an enemy champion. If it hits a friendly champion, it heals them, and if it hits an enemy champion, it damages them. After use, it will then bounce to a nearby unaffected champion up to twice, alternating between enemies and allies. But each time it bounces, the effectiveness is reduced by 15%. Nami's E can be cast on herself or an allied champion. It causes the next 3 basic attacks or abilities to deal bonus damage and slow enemies hit. Nami's ultimate is a very long-range, wide skill shot which throws a tidal wave in a direction. This deals magic damage to all enemies hit and knocks them up for a brief amount of time. After the knock-up, they are then heavily slowed, and the slow lasts longer the further the wave has travelled. For combos, start with W into an E followed by an auto attack. After this, use Q into an auto attack, following up with your ultimate. And if starting with ultimate, just before your ultimate lands, throw your Q to chain them together. After this, an E into an auto attack W is a great combo. For matchups, Nami does great into shorter range skill shot reliant supports where she can easily outspeed their abilities. And she can struggle against long range lane bullies, where she'll never quite be able to get into range to stop them. For runes, take this. Eri lets her both bully and support better. For build order, start Spell Thief and Pot into tier 2 boots and an Imperial Mandate. After this, a Battle Song and Putrefy are great pickups before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill order, start W then E then Q before maxing W then E then Q, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Ignite. Starting the game, the laning phase is one of Nami's strongest points, so it's important that this is the stage in the game where you want to start building an advantage. And the way we build this advantage is by poking where you can, taking good trades, and denying farm by threatening kill pressure. When looking to poke, W is brilliant. Dealing damage to enemy champions and healing yourself is simply just strong, especially if you can make this ability bounce twice for all 3 procs. In addition, you have a fun way of poking, where if you use E on yourself or your carry when they go to auto attack, it will cause their enemy to take a chunk more damage and also be slowed. This is also a great way to start any trade, as once an enemy champion has been slowed, it makes your Q far easier to land, which allows you to commit. Otherwise, when going for trades, a W into an empowered E attack is a great amount of damage and allows an easy follow-up Q. From this position, when you have an enemy suspended in the air, you can choose to either simply walk away as they won't be able to trade back on you, or you can all in to try and hunt down a kill. When you hit level 6, your ultimate is an amazing engage tool, so if you ever want to take a fight that you know you can win, use it, run at your opponents and get the kills. Entering the mid game, you want to take your tower as soon as possible and rotate mid. This will put you and your carry in the center of the map for easy sieging and will allow 2 strong champions to quickly roam to fights and objectives. Entering late game teamfights, you can either play as your team's engage or the backline support. When engaging, start the fight with your ultimate into a Q on something important before peeling for your team. And the great thing about Nami's engage is between your ultimate passive speed up and your battle song speed up, your team easily follows up. Otherwise, play the backline support using your abilities to keep your carries sped up and healed, saving both your Q and your ultimate to peel anything going for them so they can win the fight for you.